The woman takes a place on your couch as offered. Overall, it looks like she's managed to regain her composure.
And no scoliosis.
Call it mega yeet.
I was going to, don't worry. Greetings, nerds! Glitch here with Keiki.
I'm untangling some yarn.
And today we're playing a game called Supposedly Wonderful Future, which was actually sent to us by the developer.
And they gave us a Steam key so we could get it for free, which I didn't think was ever gonna happen, so that was a little weird.
Yeah, this game cost like not $10 about, and they gave it to us for free.
So that was pretty rad.
That's nice of them, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a story game about someone who's like, they're going to like die soon of some disease, and then this company offers to bring them to uses time travel to bring them to the future, where everyone's immortal, in exchange for them like working for them when they get there, or something. I think that's what I think it's about. But anyway, new game, I guess. Ooh.
And then it's called Supposedly Wonderful Future.
So I'm assuming the future's not going to be great.
Yeah.
Have you ever imagined a day like this would come?
Oh. You know, I probably have. I tend to wonder about all kinds of crazy stuff. The power of imagination, eh? Too bad I can't feel these things anymore. I'm just a sad and tired old man, a lonely failure at the top of the world.
Is there anything I can do to make you reconsider?
No, let's finish this.
Prologue. An unlikely visitor.
Wednesday, July 18th, 2018. This is in the future. Not your favorite way to start a story. The exact date is rarely that important. It's just a convention, you know, an arbitrary system made up by humans to count Earth's rotations.
Alrighty.
Sounds like something Glitch would say.
I probably have said that exact sentence before.
Still, they say you have to understand your place in time and space. Then again, they say a lot of pretentious things, and usually you can't even tell for sure who the heck they are supposed to be. Regardless, the day is young, so you decide to go with the flow and proceed into the office. The sun is shining shamelessly through the window, no doubt on its evil quest to sneak UV radiation past the ozone layer again. You take a look around, slowly acknowledging the environment that didn't even exist 6 months ago but already feels comfortably familiar. Your own business. No bosses, no rules, no bureaucracy, I can pronounce words. Only projects used to use your skills on and real clients to make happy. It's a tiny company, of course, just 2 programmer friends who decided to go official. Nothing special. Thousands of people try to do the same thing all around the world. Still, even more people would call it crazy. Too risky, they'd say. No guarantee of success, no clear way to rise above the competition, and dozens of ways to go bankrupt. They would prefer the illusion of secure employment with crippling bureaucracy, pointless rules, and no sense of meaningful impact whatsoever, even if they hate it all as much as the next guy. This is like an internal mood. What is happening?
This is just me.
These people are just like adding my brand right now. If you are a long way from proving, and you are a long way from proving, I can talk, I promise. And you are a long way from proving those folks wrong, but you haven't proven them right either.
I like this person so far.
The clients are coming, the clients are satisfied, enough to keep you busy and enough to keep you happy with your bank account. The clients have grand plans and they trust you to turn them into reality. Perhaps this is how good life decisions should look like. Daring enough to feel crazy, yet logical enough to be real. They say you need to step out of your comfort zone, but you don't have to do it every day. The thing about zones, whenever you leave one, you very quickly find yourself inside another. Today you can embrace the routine and keep making this new zone more comfy. As you look around, you notice the familiar blinking of the phone on your desk. It seems like Samuel, your fearless partner in crime, has left you a message. You should probably check it out if you're done admiring the surroundings.
Okay, so I can click on things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's not entirely true. We managed to fill up a couple of shelves. Had to really join our efforts on that one. I feel like we missed something.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like this music.
Me too. Screw, a very agile management framework, complete guide.
27 days without new holes in the wall.
That seems like a great place to work. You're doing it wrong.
What?
You're doing it wrong.
Okay, Screw, a very agile management framework.
The definitive guide to Screw, the rules of the game. Rule 2, do not use Screw.
And I think Rule 1 was also do not use Screw.
Rule 3, accept that the world is an utterly chaotic place and there is nothing you can do about it. Embrace the chaos.
That's literally me. That's legitimately. I'm pretty sure I've said almost that exact same sentence. That's like my life motto.
Embrace the chaos.
I'm not even kidding. I'm not even being sarcastic. I love this.
Rule 4, sprints should be done outside in a nice park or inside on a treadmill. All other sprints are a waste of time. Rule 5, consult the screw master every time. Consult the screw master every time you suspect you are starting to use screw after all. Rule 6, product owner is the only person who can add new items to the product backlog. It is therefore strongly advised to keep them safely locked up at all times so the product backlog doesn't interfere with the product front log. Sprint Retrospective is a time-boxed event where you either contemplate the fleeting nature of time and existence or just keep your mouth shut and stop spoiling the silence.
What is this?
The definition of done should be clear and shared within a team, as well as definitions of every word included in that definition. Though it depends on your definition of definition, really.
What is this?
New implemented features should be demonstrated to stakeholders, pole dancers, flag carriers, and professional contortionists for their valuable input. There are no errors, there is testing. There are no exceptions, there are conditionals. There is no deadline, there are versions. There are no managers, there are users. There is no cache, there is crash, there is support. Plans are a lie, there are only variables. Through variables I gain source. Through source I gain binaries. Through binaries I gain tests. Through tests my bugs are broken. The code shall set me free.
What is this?
If everyone else fails, scream screw this at the top of your lungs and play some video games. I'm so proud of this. We should put it on a single-page website and proclaim it as a manifesto. The definitive guide to screw the rules of the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then these are just summer sale, reckless spending. I don't know what some of these say.
Trick
Mega
Mitch
Man Marathon.
Trick Mitch and trying Skyrim. Speedrun Super Meat Boy like a boss.
Origin Caress of Steel.
I love it.
And then video call with Mitch. E-learning stuff demo. Video call with Mitch, most likely. Meeting with expert, discuss data. Then Gen T visualization system launch. E-learning alpha testing. R&D support system demo. Gen T project deadline. Party hard.
Me.
Great schedule. Okay. Okay, looks like these are the only... Oh wait, we can click on that.
Hey, that's actually not bad. Bingo.
It's the lucky streak.
Or
Or
maybe
maybe not.
Or maybe it is. No, probably not. Ugh, what's the point when you're not good at it? It's like a random generated event. Oh crap.
Okay, that's cute. I like the random, probably pointless dialogue that means nothing.
I know.
Anyway, time to progress.
You have 3 new messages. Play the message from today at 9:54. Play the message from today at 10:05. Play the message from today 10:47.
Let's try this person.
Hey Mike, this is Andy from Gen T. I checked things with the higher-ups yesterday. Unfortunately, IE7 support is a must. And yes, I'm going to say it out loud so you don't have to. We are the dinosaurs. Our OS is hopelessly outdated, and we can't even install applications without triggering a bureaucratic nightmare. I was hoping until the very end that our case might warrant an exception. It's a visualization system, for heaven's sake, but they said no, and there's nothing I can do about it. Hopefully this will change as our cooperation bears fruit, but for now I'm sorry to drop more work on you so close to launch. Let me know how it goes in a couple of days, okay?
So, they're working with a company, and they're like, you have to do this thing.
Yeah.
And they're just like, this is why I hate companies.
Michael, this is Mitch. I think we need to make some design changes to the customer feedback form. The fields are a bit too wide and the font just doesn't feel right. Also, would it be possible to change how calculation results are displayed? Specifically, I'd like all extra chunks to appear on the same page rather than in pop-ups. I know there's not enough space, but maybe restructure it a bit. Please let me know ASAP. Hey dudes, I spent last night talking with the expert guys, and it looks quite promising. They don't have any deadlines in mind yet, and definitely worry more about quality than speed, which is just the way you like it. I've emailed you the details. Might be hard to juggle both this and Gen T, but hey, too much work is better than no work at all. Don't worry about my part. I'm gonna code till I drop. Speaking of parts, can you give me a raise? I know we manage our own raises. Just trying to give you a proper boss experience in preparation for an inevitable world-conquering expansion. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Say I'm out. Hello there. You open the door and find a woman standing on your doorstep. She seems agitated and a little out of breath, with tiny beads of sweat showing up on her forehead.
There's no end parentheses. Oh, because it's not over yet.
She looks at you and immediately lets out a sigh of relief.
Morning, Mr. Morton. Woo, I'm so glad I finally found you.
Wasn't that hard?
It was pretty maddening for a moment. A labyrinth of back alleys and weird intersections. Our records must have been wrong. I had no idea where I was going.
So you can say, I'm sorry, but do I know you? Well, cheap rent has its drawbacks and records can be unreliable like that.
What you want to say?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say that. Oh. Well, this is awkward. That's not how I should have started at all, is it?
How do I know? You can try to start again if you want to. Start any way you like if you get to the point eventually.
Is that the one you wanna...
I don't care.
You can just start again if you want to. I'm sorry about that, Mr. Morton. Are you Michael D. Morton? You are Michael D. Morton, aren't you? You seem pretty... I really want to be really sarcastic.
Let's do it.
You seemed pretty confident about that a few seconds ago. I know, it's just... The thing is, I have a proposition for you, and I believe you will find it most interesting. Can I have a moment of your time to discuss it? My name is Jackie, by the way.
So we can say, sure thing, Jackie, you have a seat. Very well, come on in. A brief moment, perhaps, but go on, come in. Can't have you standing in the door frame, can we?
Let's be friendly now.
Oh.
Hello. Her arm looks a bit...
It's just like, hello. Her posture is a bit unnatural.
Her arm looks a little bit, like, broken at the top. That's fine, though.
The woman takes a place on your couch as offered. Overall, it looks like she's managed to regain her composure.
And her scoliosis.
Can I get you something to drink? So what can we do for you today? You've got 15 minutes.
Let's be friendly. No, that's quite alright, thank you. I do apologize for the sudden visit.
She's not someone who I want randomly showing up at my door.
Simply showing up on your doorstep is not how proper business negotiations should start, but my circumstances are quite restricting.
You don't have to worry about corporate etiquette here. We're a small company, we're flexible, and we concentrate on what matters. If you say so, apology accepted.
Let's say this. Thanks, that's very kind of you. Let's get right to it then. I'd like to offer you a job.
Well, I appreciate you coming to us, but unfortunately we're already at full capacity. Perhaps a couple of months down the road might suit you, and we're packed with projects at the moment, sorry.
Which one you want to say?
Say the first one. We gotta be business-like.
Oh no, not a job for your company, Mr. Morton. A job for you, as a person.
But I already have a job. That's kind of the reason why I'm in this office to begin with. You do realize I work for myself full-time, right? Do you plan on convincing me to shut down my business? Because that's not happening no matter what you say.
What do you want to say?
I like the first one.
You can do both. The job specifics make it a very special case. Besides, it's useful to have a fallback plan, even if the main plan is working flawlessly.
I suppose it won't hurt. Yeah, you can proceed with the sales pitch. Alright, I'll humor you, but be warned there's very little chance of me getting interested.
Let's say this one.
Okay.
The other one seemed kind of rude.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Morton, the offer I'm about to give you involves talking about rather unusual things. Things that might sound unbelievable at first. So here's a general plan I'd like to propose. First, I'll make a far-reaching claim, and we'll talk about it in more detail. You're free to ask any questions to determine whether the said claim is true or not. In fact, I'd like you to. Then you get to decide if it's actually true. Does it sound like something you could spend a little bit of your time on?
Sounds harmless, sure, why not? The claim being, just say what you need to.
I kind of like this one.
Okay.
I come from the future.
Does everyone have scoliosis in the future?
She looks fine.
It's fine.
The graphics of this game are actually pretty good.
Overall, yeah.
Usually a lot of, 3D games graphics are yee. Unless they're
Her player model is a little yee, I'm not gonna lie.
Unless it's, one of those, games that's you have millions of dollars. It's, a lot of, indie, 3D games, the graphics are kind of yikes. But this one's actually pretty good. Her arm and her back is a little bit...
Her face is unnerving to me. I can't pinpoint why
it's
exactly.
It's a little bit, expressionless and dead inside looking. But, didn't this dude make this whole game by himself?
I think so.
That's pretty good. This is real good. That's impressive.
Yeah. Okay, I come from the future. Okay, keep going. What? This is ridiculous, and finally, where have you been all this time?
Which one do you want to say?
I kind of like the last one.
Okay. You mean you've been expecting me?
Of course I was, you silly woman. Not like it's my first time. I know exactly how this ends. That's weird. Well, who hasn't? I'm not sure any other long-term solution is pretty... Well, who hasn't? I'm sure any other long-term solution is pretty much ruled out by now.
I think
we took the wrong... we made a bad choice.
Yeah, I think this was probably the one for, people who've played before.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna go with this one.
Okay. Solution to what? Evil computers, nuclear warfare, global pandemics, gamma wave bursts, the usual stuff. Endangered species, that's a topic I care about dearly, and who knows, I'm sure the problem itself is just as mysterious and incomprehensible as the solution.
Which one do you want to pick?
I'm thinking the first one.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. Our calculations should have... Oh, right, I didn't see that coming. That's a good one, Mr. Morton.
Okay.
So we can say, thank you, but please do continue anytime now. You in the middle of making your own joke, right?
Oh, Lord. Okay, we made a joke. So we got back on the normal track of not weirdness.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just say the first one.
Of course. I work for a company called Life Plus. Oh, I thought that was the name of the develop thing.
Yeah. Before the game started, there was an opening like developer logo thing that said Life Plus, and then what was the...
It was make life better or something.
Yeah.
And I thought it kind of sounded like creepy dystopia company. Better Living Industries or something.
Yeah.
But I was I'll just let that slide. It probably is creepy dystopia company, though.
This is fine. One of the leading experts in all things technological. Barely an hour ago, I traveled 30 years
We just
back in time.
switched to his voicing it mid-dialogue.
Right.
This is why people can't tell our voices apart.
Yeah, we're bad at things.
Barely an hour ago, I traveled 30 years back in time because our scientists recently, and quite unexpectedly actively to everyone but themselves, might I add, cracked the secret to time traveling. This is the first field test, and you're our first contact. The job I'm offering you involves coming back with me to the year 2048 and working together on a special project. Do you want to ask about
Alright,
the
Jackie, one thing at a time. Tell me about your future. What kind of special project are we talking about? It's pretty awesome. No nuclear apocalypse, no ecological disasters, no machine uprising, no catastrophes at all. Could I, read the rest of the options before you just start clicking things, you demon?
Sorry.
No, it's been pretty peaceful. Much more peaceful, in fact, than your current time. That's
Now I'm
encouraging.
sketched out.
Yeah.
Regional conflicts and global tensions are solved in peaceful ways. Economic inequality has been reduced greatly. High school level education is available for everyone. Okay, this is sounding real creepy. I mean, it sounds good, but I doubt it.
A big doubt.
Which makes me... Children mortality and poverty are exceedingly rare. That one is the only one that sounds kind of plausible. Mainly the mortality part.
Yeah.
Because medical care seems like the only thing that's improving on this earth. The entire world has access to clean water, vaccination, and other necessities.
That's that's actually some real achievements. I thought you tried to lure me in with technological gimmicks and stuff. Oh, that's cool. Any flying cars yet? Do I look like a starving African child? Tell me something that the overprivileged can use, not that one.
Yeah, let's do the first one.
Yeah.
Because, that's cool. There's not, one option for, I'm kind of skeptical of this.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna do the first one.
Oh, I think I can give you a couple of those, too. For example, there's a matter of us not aging anymore.
Sorry?
Well, there's this medical procedure called cells and tissue renewal process, or just the renewal, or however you want to call it. If you go through it, you stop aging for 10 years. After that, you can do it again, so it's possible to never get old, and if you don't get old, your risk of age-related illnesses is reduced accordingly.
Was that a fancy way to say live forever? Are you telling me you're immortal? We just, switched roles.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing anymore.
Chaos!
Chaos.
You can use that term if you like, yes. It's definitely the closest we've ever been to immortality.
That's crazy awesome, provided it's actually true. It's getting really hard to believe you. You're joking, this part has got to be a joke.
I mean, if you were gonna invent immortality, this is probably, the best way to do it. Because it's, you can just, stop doing it.
Yeah, whenever.
Whatever you want. So it's just so if you feel not ready to die yet. We knew.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna click the first one.
Okay. It is...
It is true, even if it may sound like a wild fantasy. And there's no need to go searching for examples. I myself am 61 years old. Alright, you're looking pretty good on it. Though I suppose there's no way I can prove it to you right here and now.
How does that even work? Do you take a magic pill and stop aging? But that changes everything, literally everything. I like the first one.
Okay. No, it's a bit more complicated. You have to go through some injections, treatments, and diagnostics for a couple of days. I think it's supposed to clear your body of accumulated waste, though I'm not the best person to explain the science behind it. But it works! The best minds on the planet made sure of that.
Okay, but that changes everything, literally everything.
It will eventually. At the moment, however, most of the consequences are yet to come. It's been 15 years since the first successful trial, and much less since the renewal became commonly available, so people are still processing the idea. You don't have to worry about our society being too different from yours.
I have a question.
What?
If it's been 15 years and she's 61, then it's like she could only have done this trial like at max twice.
Yeah. It probably, if you're already old, it probably de-ages you.
Possibly.
Because it's like called the renew, so it implies that it's like renewing all of you.
Well, she'd only be like 40, so I guess that's
believable, yeah.
Yeah.
It probably also like reverses the effects of aging.
Possibly.
Because that's literally what it does. It doesn't stop you from aging, it just reverses the effects. And like stalls them for a bit. I guess. What kind of special project are we talking about? You will have to solve all the series of problems with no possibility to turn back halfway through. It will be a mutually beneficial experience. You will learn about our society as you work on them.
That's rather vague. How many problems? How long will it take? When do you want me to start? Why do you need someone from the past to solve your problems? What kind of problems could your bright future possibly have? And how exactly do you expect me to solve them? These are all very good options.
I feel like that's rather vague. It's going to give us more information, maybe?
I guess so.
That's rather vague.
Go.
That's intentional, I'm afraid. The nature of the problems requires you to be uninformed beforehand.
When do you want me to start? No turning back. Isn't it a bit of a commitment for an abstract set of unknown challenges?
I can assure that every problem will be perfectly solvable by a man of your skills, but I also cannot describe them in more detail. That is something you will have to be able to see with your own eyes. I kind of like, why would you need someone from the past to solve your problems?
Yeah.
2 words. Outsider's perspective. You are not a part of our society, therefore you do not possess our dispositions and are completely free from bias. We believe this quality is important enough to justify the entire convoluted scheme.
I think how many problems and how long will it take?
5. Each taking a single day. The logistics are already planned and everything is ready for you. 5 days of your time is all we need. I guess. What kind of problems does your bright future possibly have?
Yeah.
A great deal of many, to be honest. Every miraculous technology has a downside. People are often struggling with downsides, and if not, they're just coping with change. A lot of psychological adjustment needs to happen. Not to mention that improvement is endless, and there are 2 new problems hiding behind the solution to every old one. For all of our achievements, humanity is still at the very beginning of a very long road.
But do you want me to start, and how exactly do you expect me to solve them?
Mostly with your mind, Mr. Morton. The human mind is an extremely valuable asset even 30 years down the road. When do you want me to start? After we finish this conversation, we can be in 2048 in less than an hour.
Why the hurry? You have all the time in the world if you can travel it.
It's not that simple. Every altering of the path requires a lot of preparation and calculations. More time spent between our offer and your decision means more altering. I'm afraid that's not something we can afford. It's just a limitation of a unique situation.
And when it ends, what do I get out of it?
Well, there are 2 options. 1, you come back here and return to your daily life. Everything will remain the same, except yourself. We can't offer you any financial incentive, but on every other account it will be a life-changing experience, as you might imagine.
And the other?
You get to stay. You can join us in the future where science is stronger, society is better, you can live a much longer and happier life.
Yeah, but it's only like 30 years down the line, so like you could just wait it out.
That's true,
unless he's like he might old enough where he'd be like, I don't think I'm gonna be alive for 30 more years.
He could have been that old guy we saw in the intro.
That's true. And why are you interested in me exactly?
Because we want you to join us. We want to share a bright future with people of the past who worked so hard to make it possible. This is our way to use time traveling for the greater good. We owe previous generations that much.
In this case, shouldn't you go more than 30 years back? I'm 29. I think I stand a pretty good chance to join you conventionally. Won't it screw things up on your end? Pulling somebody out of their timeline is a serious change. By messing with 2018, you're messing with 2048 as well. Still, why me and not some other guy?
I feel like this is gonna get us a very ominous answer. I think I stand a pretty good chance to join you conventionally. It's just kind of like
she's gonna be like, that's what they want you to think.
It's like just asking for death. I feel like she didn't really answer the question.
Yeah. Oh, we will carry on to some other guy once your integration into our society is over, and then to yet another guy. It's a long-term project. But it's also a very resource-demanding project, so we need to do it carefully and one person at a time. You're the first. So I'm officially the chosen one. How come I'm the first? You must have millions of people to choose from. And then...
I kind of like, so I'm officially the chosen.
Let's do it.
You're a chosen one, to be precise. One of the group. Details? Oh, hey, that's better than an hour before. Which one do you want to pick? Just details?
Just do details, I guess.
Details.
Certainly, in this case, one should be going more than 30 years back.
Let's... She still hasn't answered her question.
Yeah.
How come I'm the first? Why do you want me specifically? Consider it winning a lottery. A highly unlikely but statistically possible event. Okay, so where's this random?
Okay.
Which one you want?
Let's go to the first one. No, the second one. And then the first one.
It will cause ripples, but not necessarily in a profound way. The degree of uncertainty depends on the person in question. Pulling you out won't change too much. That's why you're a suitable candidate.
Well, don't I feel like an insignificant speck right now?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. You do affect the world around you, of course. Everyone does. I just wanted to say it'd be safe for you to make a different turn.
How can you even estimate such complex stuff? I thought it's supposed to be hopelessly unpredictable.
You want to click that one?
Yeah.
We can, that's the whole point. An advanced computer can build a mathematical model of an incredibly complex situation, then calculate all probabilities. Proper risk management is one of the best perks of our time.
In that case, shouldn't you go more than 30 years back? I'm 29. I think I stand a pretty good chance of joining you conventionally.
Oh.
This is why I wanted to click it last.
You won't.
Excuse me?
You are no longer alive in 2048. Time traveling is the only way for you to reach it. I'm sorry.
You mean I died earlier? How? When?
I can't tell you any details. Giving information about your future life is unsafe.
Now wait a second, lady. You can't drop a bomb like this and expect me to ignore it. Unsafe? If simply telling details is unsafe, what does it make inviting me to the future? How can you know that the future isn't written yet? And I'm not sure how to react to that. I think either the first one or the second one.
I know, but...
Which one did you click?
The first one.
Okay. That's kind of an important part of the story, don't you think? What were you even going to tell me?
I was sure you were going to ask, precisely because it's so important. Lord, we just get to go through everything.
Okay.
We have to go. Can we,
save?
something
came... Yeah. Okay, so something came up.
And we must go.
Call it Mega Yeet.
I was going to, don't worry.
But yeah, this is definitely an interesting game. It's more of like a... and it's I think a bit more of a visual novel than a game, at least currently. But I think we'll keep playing this if you guys like it and want to know more about it. And it's about $10 on Steam, so if you don't want to pay for that, then you can just make us keep playing this, and then we'll play it for you. But yeah, if you guys like this commentary, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification bell, and check out our merch if you want to buy some, and make sure to join the Nerd Hood because it's a dysfunctional place. And that's pretty much it. Goodbye!
Bye!